Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Now guys, let's take a look in the gold market. Actually, the patterns that we have here and some risks very similar to what we discussed in euro currency. The same opposite directional grabbers and stands on intraday charts, hand and shoulders, reverse hand and shoulders pattern on a fall time frame chart, on the hourly chart. Picture looks very similar. So currently the major tricky moment is that all markets across the board turning to retracement. Dollar index, yields, forex market, and the gold, you can see it's not an exception. So we discussed on the weekend that retracement might be deeper, and actually that has happened. But on the daily chart, we have another tricky moment. Take a look. That market here is flirting with the May City line. If market will close below it today, it will be the bearish grabber. The positive moment stands in its target, because the minimum target of the grabber stands right here, its nearest lows to the pattern. If of course it will not be more extended, if market will not show the significant downside action. So at the first glance, this pattern suggests deeper retracement, but at the same time, this retracement should be not too deep, just slightly below this area. So in general, the major point the market has achieved here with the 618 retracement on the whole upper direction probably should be intact. The one thing that we could get is a possible ABCD pattern down if in general we will get it at all. Because if market will close above this line today, so we will not get any bearish pattern. Supposedly on the fall time frame chart, that's actually the tricky moment that stands currently, and that make impact on our decision of the position taken. So whether we will take position right now based on the stop that we have, and we will discuss it a bit later on the hourly chart, or we will decide to wait for maybe deeper retracement or at least some clarity with this grabber or something. So on the fall time frame chart, you could see what is happening. That's actually the major pattern that we are watching for, and we said that particularly this pattern could trigger the further upward continuation in the gold market. Currently here looks everything just great. So market shows upward action, bottoms of the left and right arms very similar, which is actually great. And from the point of view of this big pattern, market in general is ready for upward action. This is the potential target of the daily grabber. So if today grabber will be formed here and will drop further, market could just retest these lows. But if in general shape will remain, it will be just minor fast retesting of the lows and sharp reversal. This pattern should not hurt too much. So in fact, it should stay on the market. The problem only with the tactical issues such as a position taken. Where are we better to take it? Should we wait for a possible downward action, or maybe we will take the position right now? In the case of the deep retracement potential, as I said, it might be something like ABCD down. Let's take a look. It might be something gutless triple to buy maybe here. Yes, it will not be in this case this hand shoulders, but potentially it might be if our retracement will be a bit lower. But all these scenarios are related to the grabber that is not formed yet. So this is the tricky moment. On the hourly chart, at the same time, we see the market is preparing something bullish in the shape of the right arm. So you can see that the right arm in general also is becoming and taking the shape of the hand and shoulders. That's precisely what we talked about on Friday, on Thursday, and actually in the weekend. Let's take a look. If market will show some extension here, market could form the butterfly, and it's also might be formed some kind of the hand and shoulders on the bottom of the right arm. So once again, the problem with the grabber, because if grabber will be formed, as hand shoulders probably will be erased, the market will drop below 31.90. That's why in the current situation we could make a decision the same as on the euro currency. Since some risk factor stands on the market, we will not know the results of them yet. Let's not take too much risk with this trade. Supposedly, for instance, based on the hand charts, let's see, we could get, for example, this downside ABCD when right arm will be formed, something like this, and somewhere around 33.20, 33.15 area, in this range, we could think about taking the position. And then, when this ABCD will be formed, probably this will be also local FIB support. If you will calculate it from these lows to the stop, supposedly 618 level will be. We will use this area for stop placement. We will not be placed the stop somewhere below this one. That will just save lots of our money. That will be a reasonable risk for this construction. And who knows, maybe we'll see some acceleration by the end of the session. Maybe grabber will not be formed. In this case, it will be just perfect scenario. But if even it will not, and market will keep going lower, we will get the grabber market taken out with these lows. We will get very small risk, somewhere around $10 probably per contract, or even smaller. That's, I think, it's acceptable for the current situation. Also, as another tool that you could use, for instance, just cuts your trading lot. So take the position here, not with the full size of your trading lot, but take the 50% or 60%. It will be also a nice decision in the current situation. But in general, I would say that this combination looks boring, so it's rather interesting, and actually patterns are relatively clear that we have. So from that standpoint of view, I think that it's worth of our attention.